Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the Arden Scarf. And this is the first scarf pattern in the 2022 Wonderful Hats Crochet Along. So I hope that you are following along and stay tuned each week. Over the month of October we will have a new free hat and matching scarf pattern available to you. So you'll find the matching hat for this scarf already here on this channel. So thank you so much for joining me. This is the Arden Scarf, as mentioned, to go along with the Arden hat pattern. This is an easy scarf pattern to work. It features a textured fringe down here at the bottom and then this striping color worked in double crochet and single crochet stitches up the top. The finished size of this scarf is about 7¼ inches by 66 inches laid flat. We're going to need 2 balls of yarn. I'm using the Color Theory yarn by Lion Brand and 2 of Wands, and this is the Canyon color. There are about 246 yards in each ball of yarn, and it is a medium worsted weight. I'm also going to use a ball of this Ivory color. So you're going to need 2 balls of yarn, 2 different colors, and again, even though this is a worsted weight yarn, it is a little bit on the lighter side if you were looking to switch it up with something. So you'll also need a copy of the free written pattern, which is on my blog at richtexturescrochet.com. I have links to these items in the description of this video. Thank you so much for joining along. Please feel free to say hello down in the comments, and don't forget to connect with me across social media so we can keep in touch. Now our scarf is worked all as one piece. I neglected to mention you are also going to be using a 4.5mm crochet hook for this Arden Scarf pattern. We're going to start by chaining 37 with our color A. I'm using the Canyon color, the darker color, for my color A. So start by making a slip knot and then by making a foundation chain of 37. If you would like to change the width of your scarf, you're just simply going to need an odd number of stitches for your foundation chain. Today I'm going to chain 37. There's 30. And 37. Once you have your desired foundation chain or 37 chains, you're going to begin row 1 by working a double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. Your chain 3 at the beginning counts also as a double crochet stitch, and you're going to double crochet into each chain all the way across. At the end of row 1, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For row 2, begin by working a half double crochet into your first stitch. Your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. We're then going to work front and back post double crochet stitches all the way across. Begin by working a front post double crochet around the post of the first stitch. To do so, yarn over, bring your hook in front of your work, insert your hook from front through to back, out through the front again, yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more. That's your front post double crochet stitch. You're then going to work a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. To work your back post double crochet, yarn over, bring your hook in back of your work and insert your hook from the back through to the front around the post of the next stitch and out through the back again. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 more. That's your back post double crochet stitch. We're going to repeat that all the way across. Front post, double crochet around the post of the next stitch, and back post, double crochet around the post of the next stitch. Repeat front post and back post double crochets all the way across until you come to your final stitch. When you come all the way across, you'll have one stitch remaining, which is your starting chain 3. You're going to finish off row 2 by working a half double crochet into the top of that starting chain 3. You can then chain 1 and turn your work. For row 3, half double crochet into that first stitch. Next, work a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch, followed by a front post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. You're going to repeat that all the way across. Back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch, followed by a front post double crochet around the post of the next, all the way across until you have one stitch remaining. When you come across on row 3, you'll have one stitch remaining, which is that final half double crochet, and you're simply going to half double crochet into the final stitch. You're then going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for the next 4 rows, so 4, 5, 6, and 7, we're going to repeat rows 2 and 3 twice more. So your row 2 with the half double crochet, followed by a front post and then back post double crochet, and your row 3 with the half double crochet, followed by a back post double crochet and a front post. So repeat rows 2 and 3 twice more, which will bring you to the end of row 7, and then meet me back here. At the end of row 7, this is what your work from the beginning looks like. We're going to work one more row for the time being in our color A, so chain 1 and turn your work. For row 8, we're going to single crochet into the first stitch, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across. When you come to your final stitch, we're going to be switching to our color B, and I'll show you exactly how I like to do that when I come across. Now when you come across at the end of row 8 and you have one stitch remaining, which is your half double crochet, we're going to switch to our color B. To switch to your color B, with color A still on your hook, insert your hook into that last stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. You can then drop your color A, pick up your color B and place it on your hook, and then simply pull through, pulling your two little ends tight. We're going to leave our color A attached and our color B eventually attached all the way through this scarf. We're going to be carefully carrying it up the side. Once you have your color B on your hook, you can then chain 3. Your chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch and turn your work. We're then, for row 9, going to double crochet into the next stitch and into each stitch all the way across. When you come across at the end of row 9, we're going to double crochet into our final stitch And you're then going to pull up your loop a little bit so it's a little bit longer. You can either add a stitch marker or something to mark this place or keep your yarn from pulling through. I'm just going to pull it up a little bit larger like that so that it doesn't pull through as easily. You're then going to go back to the beginning of this row where you left your color A. You're then going to pull your color A up along the side and pull up a loop in the top of your first stitch. So this is my color A. I'm going to insert my hook through the top of my chain 3, place the color A on my hook, and pull through. You don't want it to be too tight because you don't want the scarf to start bunching, but you don't want it to be too loose either. You want it to be fairly snug wrapped around that first stitch. You're then going to pick up your color A in your hand and chain 1. Chain 1 does not count as a stitch. For row 10, we're going to single crochet into that first stitch, the same stitch as joining, and then single crochet into each stitch all the way across, and you're going to change back to your color B in the final stitch. Now at the end of row 10, when you come across, you have your 1 stitch remaining. You're going to insert your hook into that final stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. You can then once again drop that color A, put your color B loop back on your hook and pull it a little bit snug, and then simply pull through the 2 color A loops. You're then going to chain 3 once again, which counts as a double crochet stitch, and turn your work. We're now going to repeat rows 9, which was your double crochet row, and 10, which was that single crochet row, until your scarf from the beginning measures approximately 62 or 63 inches, and at that time you'll start your final edging for the other end of your scarf. You're going to want to end off on a row 10 on that single crochet row. So go ahead, repeat rows 9 and 10 until your work from the beginning measures approximately 62 to 63 inches, finishing off on the row 10, and then meet me back here. Okay, so I have not worked the entire 63 inches on my scarf. I've just worked a few more rows, but now I want to show you the final rows to create this edging once again on the end of your scarf. So you will have repeated your rows 9 and 10 until your work measures the 63 inches, and then you're going to continue as follows. You'll have ended on a row 10. For your next row with the color A, we're going to keep working. So at the end of 63 inches, you can fasten off your color B. You're then going to chain 3 for your next row and turn your work. We're then going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Your chain 3 counts as a stitch. Double crochet in the next stitch, and then in each stitch all the way across. Once you come all the way across, working your double crochet stitches, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. For your next row, we're going to half double crochet into this first stitch. Then just as we did before, work a front post double crochet into the next stitch, followed by a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. We're going to repeat that all the way across. At the end of your row, you're going to work your final front post double crochet stitch, then into that starting chain 3 into the top. Finally work 1 half double crochet. chain 1 and turn your work. For your next row, you're going to half double crochet into that first stitch and then work a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. Front post double crochet around the post of the next, followed by a back post double crochet around the post of the next. You're going to repeat that all the way across. At the end of this row, we're going to work a final half double crochet stitch into the top of our final stitch, which was a half double crochet, chain 1 and turn your work. Now to finish off your scarf, you're going to work those last 2 rows twice more. So 4 more rows of front and back post double crochet stitches. You're then going to fasten off, weave in your ends, and your Arden scarf is complete. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you can receive notifications about when I post a new crochet pattern. And if you're following along with the Marvelous Hats, Wonderful Hats Crochet Along, be sure to keep an eye open for the next hat pattern next week. Until then, happy crocheting, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.